Hey everybody, guess what I got in the mail? So I got my Jolly box. I actually got it yesterday and I just didn't have time to get it opened. But last night as I was trying to get to sleep, I was on YouTube and noticed that there's quite a few people that have already unboxed it, and I was good and I passed right by them just so that I had the surprise of what's in the box. So I actually have a couple other boxes underneath here too that I'm going to go over, and a couple things to the side. Maybe I'll open those. I just wanted to go over some of the subscriptions that I do. So I actually do the So Yeah subscription box, and then recently I've managed to work it into my budget to do the box from Open Gate Quilts. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Open Gates, I don't know why. Open Gate Quilts, and so we'll talk a little bit more about that next. But I do So Yeah, and I found it in my budget to do Open Gate Quilts, and then I participate in some of the holiday ones from Fat Quarter Shop, and that's what I've got here, the Jolly box from Fat Quarter Shop. Kimberly had it on her channel last week, and I thought, oh, I need to get that, because I've done a couple of their Christmas ones in the past and I really liked them, so I thought I would get it again, and it'll be a little Christmas gift to myself. The only other one that I really do, last year I got the Missouri Star Quilt Company Advent box and I really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and got it again this year. Jolly box. That was quick. I'm pretty sure I ordered it just like Friday. They must have had them in stock already. Anyhow, so lots of people have already been opening them up, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's take a look. My new Pioneer Woman scissors, so I can use them for everything. I don't really use them for fabric, but I've been using them for everything. So let me turn it around so you can see. Cut it open. And I love that they do such pretty boxes too. They're good for keeping all your notions or trinkets, that sort of stuff. I've got all kinds of stuff in these boxes here to the side. Actually, a couple things in those there that are not really like projects. They're just like got a couple notions in them or whatever, and I just like putting them up, decorating. All right, so we usually have a promo code on the little sheet here, and there's a promo code for 20% off charm packs. All right, good until January 20th. That's cool. So that'll last a while. Ooh, a new rotary cutter. All right, Riley Blake Designs Lori Holt of Be In My Bonnet. An Olfa rotary cutter. That'd be cool. I have rotary. I'm hard on cutters, so that'll be nice. And then there's usually a little card in here that describes everything that's in the box and tells you the value. Wow. The top thing was already valued at $29.98. So right there I can tell this is a good value box. So, alright, Kimberbell Designs, fill up your cup this season. Cool. And then the limited edition Mega Stash and Store. Perfect. I've been looking for one of those. I like to put my scissors in mine, and they kind of fall over. So, and the cutter, family game night, Omni Pack Mini, pattern, and laundry basket quilts fabric markers. All right, and then looks like there's a fabric bundle in here from Kimberbell Designs. Okay. Go through that real quick. Okay. Yeah, so a stash and store. Isn't that cute? It's got Santa on it. saying ho, ho, ho. I gotta open this up. It's getting dangerous with the scissors today. Take a look. Lots of crinkling there. Isn't that cute? And that's going to be a really good size. Let me hold it up here. In fact, put it on my palm like I would be putting it on the table. That's going to be perfect. See, now my other one would actually fall over with that. Well, not totally. If I had it kind of, as long as I put things in it just right. But if you put too many tall things, over it goes. Okay, family game night with Kimberbell. Playing cards. This is perfect. We have playing cards that we use every Christmas for one of our Christmas games. And some of them are getting a little bit older. But I'll open that up later on. Alright, I am curious to see what the design actually is. Probably, yeah, I may have to open it up. And fabric markers from Laundry Basket Quilts. Those are always neat. An Omni Rack Mini. Okay, so I've wanted one of these, but I just didn't really want to get one for myself. But I wanted to try it and see. Wasn't sure if I use it sitting out here on my cutting table, if I'll actually use it very much or not. So I just never really bought it for myself. But that's perfect. It comes in the box here then, and then I get one and now I can try it out. Awesome. And mostly what I love about Fat Quarter Shop's boxes is that they always have a pattern, and they always have what you need for that pattern. And yeah, so you're automatically getting the value just in the pattern in the pack here, and then the other things are like bonus. And the coupon too is, you can get quite a bit of stuff for sale then, or whatever you want to get. If you just want to get one thing, if you don't want to get anything at all. I usually, every once in a while, I don't necessarily shop that way. I'm more of a boxes and anything that's on the flash sales. That's kind of more how I am. Every once in a while there might be something that's, oh, I have to have that, but that's very rare for me. Pretty much all of my stash is just from stuff that was on sale. So, alright, So Gifted quilt pattern. I love it. It's so pretty. I can't wait to do that one. It might take me a little while. Actually, it might take me a little while just because I've got so many other projects on the go kind of thing. But it looks like it would be super simple. I shouldn't say it that way. It's not like, it looks like it's going to be a nice quick sew that is really pretty. So that's kind of right up my alley. Nice and quick, fairly easy, and going to be really pretty. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and bundle this stuff back up, or at least some of it here. Put the coats back in there too. And set that aside. Set the cutters aside. Take care of those things later. Alright, so next thing I wanted to go over. Next boxes I wanted to open actually. So I believe it was beginning of October. I think I saw Sew Becca do an unboxing for Open Gate Quilt Box, and I just really loved what was in it. So I started kind of checking out a couple other YouTubers. I think Tiffany from Tiffany's Quilting Life gets this box as well, and Donna from Handmade by Yang. there might have been, I don't know if Teresa Louise gets this one, but anyhow, so I'm pretty sure I'd seen it through Sew Becca, and I just really liked it, and so she was kind of talking about Monique, the lady that runs Open Gate Quilts, and I thought, I'm gonna go ahead and contact her and see if I can't get on the subscription box. And so I did, and I got it set up in October, and she emailed me about whether or not I would like to get the September one as well, which is actually the video that I'd seen. I said, yes, absolutely. And anyhow, so I got all set up, and a few days later, my postal box sent me an email, postal service sent me an email that I was expecting a delivery from a certain community, which I won't name just in case she doesn't want anybody to know. And I had to kind of chuckle because I thought, I wonder if that would be what I ordered, or if somebody from back home sent me something. And I just thought it was kind of funny because it tells you what kind of a small world you live in when I'm in northern Missouri and this box is literally coming from 40 minutes away from where I grew up in northern Illinois. So anyhow, and that I have family still back there. So it just was, I kind of thought it was the box, but I was a little bit like, wow, that's kind of coincidence that that's where Monique is from then. Anyhow, or where the business ships out of at least. Anyhow, I haven't really gotten to know Monique or anything. I just had emailed a couple times, just a business thing. But anyhow, so I don't really know which of these boxes is September and which is October. So one of these I've seen, and actually I think I might have seen an unboxing of the second one as well. And I think November's is still on its way, I'm not sure. Anyhow, but I thought, as long as I'm doing the Jolly box, I might as well go ahead and open these two and just show you what I got in them. So I actually had that sliced open already. Okay, so let's take a look. She does a nice pretty little sticker on the outside. I may have to, I'm gonna get this box over here and raise these up again just so you can all see. Okay, so nice pretty sticker on the inside. And she puts them together really, really pretty. So you can tell there's some effort in what she's putting together. So I'll just, oh, that's pretty. That's prettier than I saw on the video. Yeah, okay. I was like, did I actually see that? That's really pretty. Alright, so I'll show you the box a little bit here, and then let me go ahead and turn it around and read through the little thing here real quick. Alright, so she's got two projects in here. Midnight in Paris, which is actually this one right here, is to put together, well, I'll kind of show you the fabrics and then show you the top. Isn't that pretty? And it's a 20 by 24 wall hanging quilt, or table topper if you want, but I would probably use it for a wall hanging for where I'm thinking of at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to set that back in here. And then she's got a project for an eyeglass case, which is 3.5 by 7 inch eyeglass case. She's got the fabrics in there and a little button and the thing to make a little loopy. So, and the instructions, so that's cool. And then notion of the month was the notepad featuring leather and lace and Amazing Grace by Kathy Holden for Moda Fabric, supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So this must be the October box. So that's cool. I love, oh, that's so pretty. And I love these kind of little notepads. Both my mom and I. So that might end up going in a stocking. And then Orifil thread to do your project. And a new fat quarter, Readerville by Chris Lammers for Maywood Studio. And it looks like it's got books. This book belongs to, let me see if I probably can't get it open quick enough. Gonna be boring you if I can't get, but it looks really pretty. Return to the public library. Read it, love it, return it. I love that. I think I have some other fabric that I'll go with. Alright, she's also adding a fat quarter stash buster add-on. I don't know if it's still like, for an additional $12 you receive 4 coordinating fat quarters in a fat quarter pattern. This great deal is for OpenGate Quilt subscribers only and can be added onto your subscription box each month. For your first month, we are offering a special price of $10. Must subscribe to the Fat Quarter Stash Buster add-on for 1 additional month and can cancel anytime after that. Okay. Alright. And to get info on that, you can contact Monique at info@opengatequilts.com. Okay. She also does a Zoom class, an exclusive Zoom class with each quilt box, or at least with this one. I missed it already, so, but, you know, I'll be able to catch up on the next ones. And actually, trying to read here real quick. Don't worry if you can't make it that evening. Subscribers will get exclusive access. Okay, so I can probably get that and still do that. So, awesome. So that was a nice box there, and nice put together project, a couple of projects, and to be able to get access to the Zoom class. Like I said, I haven't done that yet, but I will definitely be looking it up, and the next unboxing I do for these boxes, for OpenGate Quilts, I will let you know how that Zoom class went. Alright, so this must be the September box then. So let me see, I think I cut this open already too. Yep, I did. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and turn it this way. Well, actually, give me a second here. I'm gonna use this one to prop it up just a little bit too. Alright, and that's a little torn already. There we go. Okay. It's got some nice paper on these. It's pretty. Kind of wish I hadn't torn. Alright. Oh, this must be the Christmas box. Oh, so, okay, so this must be... So it must have been October and November. I was thinking it was September. I was thinking I ordered it in October, but it must have been October and November. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm confused. I got so many projects going on at once. And a couple of videos that I've been working on that I've had to work on for a little while, so there might be a couple extra things coming out in December. Alright, so OpenGate Quilt Box, November, yep. So the Presents Table Runner. Alright, a 17 by 37 inch table runner. That's project number 1. And that's how it's gonna look. So that might be a project that I do this afternoon when I'm watching, I think Teresa Louise is on tonight, this afternoon, doing her live. Somebody's probably doing a live. I don't really do lives because my signal, it goes in and out so bad. But alright, so I will set that aside for a moment, but that might be a project that I do today. I have to get a couple other projects out of the way, and then next weekend I actually want to do, I'm going to make several dresses for the So Yeah Brothers for So Yeah Quilting's service project. They're doing a service project for the organization Dress a Girl Around the World, And so I volunteered to do 5 dresses, and so they sent me 5 labels, so I need to get the 5 dresses done, and I thought I'd do that next weekend, so I might have enough time this afternoon to get this one done. Unless I decide to do one of the other ones, because I can't make up my mind. Alright, so project number 2 is called Noel. Let me see if I can find that one. This one right here. Noel. Open Gate Quilts. It is a 10.5 by 14.5 wall hanging. It must. Well, you could use it for a table topper. I would totally use that for a table topper. So let me show you the fabrics. They're a little closer there, and then that's the pattern. All right. So what's next? Okay, notion of the month is the heat-resistant thimbles. I don't know if I would use. Well, I guess if I'm doing applique, I would use these. I do applique sometimes, but not very often, but I will probably keep them in the little bag, and then when I'm doing that, I'll have them available. I can also see maybe instead of doing the quilting gloves, you might use these to get some traction. They're not going to provide as much weight as the quilting gloves, but, and now I can't get the bag back open. But yeah, I'll keep them in there until I do my applique. Alright, so next thing, the open gate quilt pattern. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, so I wonder if I could use the fat quarter. Okay, so that makes a 70 by 82 inch quilt. Isn't that pretty? I love that. All right. The thread, Orifil thread, in a kind of, what is it called? They always just have a number. I would call it a kind of a burgundy red. All right, and I actually opted to do the fat quarter stash buster. So 4 coordinating fat quarters and a fat quarter pattern. So let's see if I can see what the pattern is here. Those are the fat quarters. You can see them all there. Aren't those pretty? Oh, this one actually has wording on it. Let me pull it out. I'm going to pull it out and open it up and show you a little bit better. Isn't that pretty? And then just a grunge there, and an ivy, and a polka dot. That's cute. Alright, so then the pattern, see if I see it finished. Okay, let me look at the pattern that came with the kit. Okay, so it looks like we have the large pattern for the Merry Mistletoe 70 by 82 quilt, and then this actually has a pattern for, oh, it doesn't, I'm not seeing the finished size. Well, it's telling us to cut 87 and 76 inch border strips, so I would say it's a good size quilt. And it looks like a wreath quilt. It's not really in color, but I think you can see pretty well. It's like almost like an X and O, but the O's are looking like wreaths, so that's going to be a really pretty quilt as well. So overall, I would say a very good value. So let me go ahead and package this back up. Get my stuff off the table, and I might show you my Soya package here. I might not. I can't remember what's in it. so. All right, package that back up. And then I'm going to figure out which of these projects I'm going to work on this afternoon. But let's check this out too. So this would be from Soya's D-Stash last week. So let me see what I got. Pretty bad when you can't remember. But I knew I liked it, so. I should have cut this open earlier. Okay, looks like I went Christmas crazy. So I knew there would be a pattern. Oh yeah, so this was the pattern that was on the wall. It's actually probably fairly easy, but I just wanted to see the pattern, so it's yeah, just very stripes. Mind the gap. Alright, and let's see. Oops, find the bundle. So this must have been, oh no, actually that was just stuffed in there. Okay. So Farm Fresh. I actually have some other material. I got the quilt box for this, and so I thought, well, I'll get the charm pack, and that way if I have enough left from the quilt box, I'll probably have another quilt. So, and if I don't have enough from the quilt top, then I've got enough for the backing. Alright, and Candy Cane Christmas. Actually, I don't know what it's called, but that's what it makes me think of. So, very much pink and pretty little mushrooms. Some of it, sometimes I'm not sure what has to do with Christmas, but yeah, it all goes together. It's probably all one line. So, awesome. It will make a cute Christmas quilt, so. Alright, and the other bundles that I got were seahorses in blue. I got stickers all over the place. That actually looks like an Adidas sitar. Why did, let me pull this apart. I gotta know now. So let's see. Can I get an end? Nope, Henry Glass. That was gonna be my other guess. Arden. Let's see, Salt and Sea by Henry Glass. Okay. And I'm thinking this is probably part of the line right here. This one looks a little different, but they do go together, so. All right. Yeah, so there's, well, it might be part of the same, but the colors are, like these colors blend together a little bit more, and this kind of stands out a bit more, but that's all right. It blends without being crazy. And I think this is Lori Holt. Actually, I gotta check that too now. Adele in Winter. So, Sandy Gervais. That's what I was gonna say. I know that's me saying twice that I knew who it was and didn't know who it was, but that I knew the second guess. But that's very pretty. That'd be a nice 3-color quilt. Alright. Actually, that would make some pretty bags too. I might have to do that. Alright, well that's all I got for today. That's plenty, believe me. Actually, it wasn't all for today. It was the last couple of months. I just haven't had a chance to open it all up, so. Alright. But I definitely love that Jolly box. Okay, so I'm going to need to clear some stuff off the end of my table. I just wanted to show you here. I think the Omni Rack Mini over here is going to work just perfect. I got several rulers on it, and that's going to be just great for what I use all the time. I'm going to have several others that are going to get hung up here when I get a project done, but these are the ones that I use the most, so I just put them in the Omni Grip. Oh, I just said it and now all of a sudden I can't think. But anyhow, I just said it, so back up. By Omni, and so that's going to work really nice. And then I love this little cute little stash and store with the cute little Santa on it. Let's see if I can, he's kind of reflective, so I'm having a little trouble getting him just so. But he's a cute little Santa on there. And so that's going to be really cute around this time of year. And then the rest of the year I'll probably just like put a easily peelable sticker on it or just turn it around, something like that. And so also what I have here, I went ahead and opened up the family game night pack, and this is going to be really neat for our Christmas game. So they're really big cards, so that's going to be really nice for, you know, you got little kids or us that are getting a little bit more visually challenged every day. Those are going to be a nice set of cards, and it actually has a couple of games that you can play as well. I probably didn't actually want to close up on that just because the card games might be specific to this card game or this card deck. So I'll look at it. I think it's really kind of like Go Fish, and I don't know what the Quilt Queen one is. I haven't read it yet, so. But anyhow, I also kind of put out here a couple other things that I wanted to. I just really loved the Jolly box. I love the Open Gate Quilts box as well. But I already put all the stuff in a stack for what I want to get done today, so I didn't really want to bring it over and mess it all up and then have to think about it again. I want to do this first, that second, blah blah blah. But anyhow, so I also wanted to take a moment to thank the So Brothers, So Quilting, for these two items right here. So I haven't actually tried the grip strips yet, but I plan on doing that here in a few minutes when I start my couple projects that I'm going to do this afternoon. And the Quilt Builder card deck, I have looked through that already, and it seems pretty cool, and can't wait to make better use of that. So, but I just want to thank them for that. Those were a couple of giveaways from one of the last D-stashes that I was in and that I won. So anyhow, thanks to them. And yeah, if you haven't got this Jolly box or subscribe to the Open Gate Quilts, I keep wanting to say Open Gate Quilts or So Brothers, please do. So is actually getting ready to start a new subscription box for next year. Don't know what it is going to be yet, but let's see. Last year it was grunge. This year it was basics. I think before that they did, well, I can't think. But they've done some really neat boxes and had some this year, especially even though they were basics, I really liked the patterns that they came up with, and the fact that they went and talked to the companies, or it was just kind of neat to have some of the behind the scenes. So that was really cool. All right. Yeah, so just wanted to kind of show you the cards and a couple things there, and awesome. Hope you're all having a good weekend and all having a good Thanksgiving this week. Well, you know, in the U.S. Thanksgiving this week. I guess Canada has theirs in October and etc. So I just hope everybody out there's gonna have a good week. So thanks. Bye. So I got my Jolly box the rest of the way taken apart, and I thought I'd come back and show you the panel that actually comes with the kit. So this is the panel, and in the project they actually show using this section of the 4 images here in the backing, and then you can use one of the little quilt labels down here for your quilt label on the back of the quilt. But I wanted to show you a little bit close up of some of the prints that are in this charm pack. I think they're going to be so cute. And this is kind of the color that they're recommending for the backing, or background, I should say, background. I can't remember, I can't tell exactly which one it is, but it's got to be one of those. I think it's this, probably this one right here. But on the instruction booklet, they give you the recommendations for how they did the picture on the front, what color this background is here. And so that's their recommendation. I may have some fabric that I just use, otherwise I'll try to order it. But also, let me see if I can show you the backing without. So what they have in here that you should do for the backing is this picture right here. And again, it's a 54 by 69 quilt, but that's what they showed for the backing. And I'm thinking, and then the front, of course, here. So show you the image there. And I'm thinking this little side portion right here is 2 inches wide. Well, you might have to cut a little bit of the blue to get the 2 inches wide. But I'm thinking I might use that little strip right there and put it in. You're supposed to do sashing right here in the center. So I'm thinking I might use that little strip and kind of put it right there in the center. And it says, "'Tis the season to snuggle. This home believes in warm wishes, warm winter wishes." I just thought that was a really cute little add-on to this panel here. And rather than wasting it, I might just try to figure out how to put it in the quilt. Maybe like in the center, I don't know, maybe more toward the top. Maybe using it in the binding, something like that. Anyhow, I just kind of had that idea and thought I'd come back and show you the actual panel and some of the fabrics from the charm pack. And just in case you're interested, I think they still have some more. So, but it's going to be a cute little Christmas project. And not so little, actually. It's a 44 by 59. I thought they said 54. I don't know. Maybe one spot did and one didn't, but 44 by 59, so a good size lap quilt. So, awesome. I just thought I'd come back again and show you. So I've never actually used the little silicone fingertips before doing applique. I almost always use my little 4-in-1 unit here. Essential tool, sorry, 4-in-1 essential tool. But if you're trying to use, so actually it's not the Noel that I'm sewing a flange to the Noel, but what I really want to do is fold this little piece right here in half. And I'm usually fairly talented to be able to iron that down without getting my fingers burnt. But if I weren't, or if I were doing an applique piece that was even smaller, I'd be using my little tool here. Well, this is almost too blunt, and then this becomes almost too sharp and you could poke right through your fabric, especially if you were doing a small little applique. So where I can see that these come in handy is to be able to have your iron press in this and be able to hold this in place. And in fact, I think I'll go ahead and use the other one too, just in case. Well, maybe I'll put it on the other finger because that's the one that I use the most. I'll put the smaller one on. It's a little too small for my index finger. It's more like probably for your pinky finger. Well, for somebody with smaller fingers than me. But anyhow, so I just thought I'd demonstrate or try it out for myself here. I better put the thumb one on too, but this is really what it's actually for, is being able to get super close to that iron and press something of this size or smaller. And if you do much applique, there are a lot of times smaller items than this. But again, I usually kind of use my little presser here, so I'm actually going the wrong way to demonstrate for you, aren't I? Let me do another one. But already I can see this was a pretty good little handy little tool. So let me pick that up and grab my iron. For those of us that don't have a teeny tiny little hand wand type iron for this kind of stuff, it is kind of nice to be able to get your fingers fairly close without risking an actual burn. I wouldn't really want to put my finger on there, even with the silicone on, but I can't really feel any heat here at the tip, so. And in fact, if I had just put my finger on just that, I would have been yelping, but I can feel the heat from it, but it's not burning me. So yeah, so those are a pretty nice little handy little notion to have in my kit. All right, that's a good one. I haven't quite finished the binding yet, but I just wanted to come back and show you I got this one done this afternoon. Well, mostly done. I'll get it finished up tomorrow. And I had to do my Noel in a different fabric because I was tired and I was dumb. Tired and dumb, and I accidentally fused the wrong side of the black fabric, and so it came out backwards, of course. So I just redid on a different fabric that I had, and I think it matches pretty well. In fact, it kind of stands out a little bit more. But yeah, just got to finish getting the binding done, and it'll be a cute little gift.